Hello, Duncan. Thank you for meeting me for tea. As you know, my name is Florence Nelson, and I am the secretary of the St. Catherine's Women's Christian Temperance Union. I'm glad to have this time to talk to you today about signing our petition.
Florence, you never pass up an opportunity to get your signatures. I don't think the government is going to reinstate the Temperance Act. It's already been repealed now for a couple of years. Is it really worth the work to keep going on?
Duncan, I will never stop fighting for what is right. Canada is too beautiful a country to fall to the evils of liquor. Look at poor Ina Burgoyne. Her son may still be alive if it weren't for that Hartley man's alcohol problem. Hartley was a drunk. The night before he killed poor Teddy, he was downtown drinking. Yet another example of the evils of liquor.
Florence, I see your passion about temperance hasn't changed.
And now the government wants to raise the alcohol percentage in beer to 4%. 2.5% was already far too high. Alcohol wrecks the home, blights lives, separates husband and wife, sends the drunken son forth a wanderer and a reproach upon the earth. We have viewed this evil many times, but we will accept the challenge of the enemy.
Florence, I know why you do what you do, but is it really worth the work? I mean, the United States is already in discussions about repealing their temperance laws.
We are back in a crisis in our national history, and we must continue to secure and circulate compelling literature. We cannot give up, Duncan. Is alcohol a good creature of God? Science says most emphatically no. I must keep fighting. Given your most recent promotion to the detective branch of the police force, I thought you would agree. You'd get to catch all of those nasty bootleggers and moonshiners.
Where there's prohibition, there's bootleggers. And bootleggers keep me employed. But I've been policing since 1920, and if there's one thing I've learned, prohibition doesn't stop drinking. People will always find a way. My friend Jimmy and I were called to this house once, and the place smelled distinctly of alcohol. We searched the whole house from top to bottom and couldn't find a thing until I knelt by a plant for one final inspection and noticed from the stems sticking out a tiny spout, which when turned sent forth a jet of pure alcohol, like a tap. I tell you, every time we moved that plant, the lady of the house stood there smirking.
If only more women understood the virtue of temperance. You know, women are 54% of the population. We have a majority. If we could just come together.
Still, people will go to extreme lengths to get their alcohol. My friend and I were called to another house once. We had heard a tip that the man inside was smuggling liquor to the United States. When we went inside, we found the man of the house in an easy chair with an empty bottle of whiskey at his side. We caught him in the act. When we came in, he was in the process of lighting his pipe, and when he saw us, he took the match, tossed it into a spittoon at the foot of the chair, and boom! Explosion! By the time I recovered from the surprise of it all the alcohol in the spittoon and all the other evidence had vanished.
Despicable! You could have been killed, Duncan! Oh, maybe if the Temperance Act was in place, you wouldn't have to face such dangers at work.
Or would it be worse? Smugglers and bootleggers are not known to be the most friendly people.
Like that Rocco Perry. To think the king of bootleggers started his business here in St. Catharines before going to Hamilton.
I'm not really up on the Perry operations these days, but I heard his wife was just killed, shot in their garage. I hear thousands of people showed up in Hamilton on the day of her funeral.
Probably out of fear. Now, we've gotten very far off topic here, Duncan. Back to the important topic at hand. Our city is quite clearly corrupt these days with the evils of alcohol, which is why I need your help. Here, take our pledge. Touch not, taste not. That's our motto. By signing our campaign, you are promising to use your influence to make known the benefits of the Ontario Temperance Act. We need it back. Now, repeat after me. I hereby promise, by the help of God,
I hereby promise, by the help of God,
to abstain from the use of all intoxicating liquors,
to indulge in the use of all intoxicating liquors,
including wine, beer, and cider as a beverage.
especially wine, beer,
Duncan,
and cider as a beverage.
You are deplorable. I would have thought by now you would understand the importance of what... Oh, I never... Oh, that's it. Oh.